That looks good. Evening all, I think we're there. As usual, give us a thumbs up if it's coming through loud and clear, or type something in the comments, one or the other, and then I know it's working. Just give it a second or two, because there's always a little bit of a delay as it comes back through to my end, which is a bit of a pain, but that's just how the internet works, unfortunately. Let's see. Is there anybody there? Evening, David. Hope you're well. Any thumbs from anybody? Ooh, got a splinter from somewhere. I don't know where, because I haven't done anything splintery today. Where that's come from? Off the edge of the desk, I think. Anyway, not to worry. There we are. Yep, we're getting some thumbs. That's good. Marvellous. We must be working then. Super duper. Right. Hope you had a jolly weekend. I'm still trying to get rid of the dregs of this flu my niece very kindly gave me, which is much worse than the 2 times I had COVID. So yeah, I don't recommend getting niece flu if you can possibly avoid it. Right, so this past week, if you didn't join us in the week, I put up 5 new machines, and 7 of these rather fantastic carnival heads. There's little videos of everything up. Evening Jim, evening Joe. What was it to say about these machines? Anything much? The double jackpot Sega, that's on 10p, very clean mech. Chrome's not too bad. That's back just pretty good actually. A few little, little rough spots on the payout trays. Usually you probably see it better in the video. So give it a bit better wipe over for the video than when it came in when I took the photographs. I was in a hurry. But yeah, works nicely. Lights up. Original cash box, backstore. There's no lock. That's the only thing really with it. Jackpot trips and resets nicely. So yeah, so that's that one. And we've got a Continental. This one's interesting because the payout structure on it is one I've not seen before. So all the different combinations from a single cherry up to the 3 oranges, 3 plums, 3 bells, whatever, all the usual payout combinations, all pay out a shilling, all pay out 2 6p coins. It's 6p play for 2 pulls. And then there's 4 different lines to get a 5 shilling token. So 7s, bars, stars, or like a little stack of coin symbol. So it either pays out a shilling or 5 shilling. Yeah, it's a bit different. And there's 20, I think it's 21 actually, original Sega Continental tokens with it. Again, it plays fine. The lights in that one, I put down there, I did put a plug on it. And the lighting gear does work, but the little fittings that hold the tubes in, a couple of them are broken, so it's not safe to use basically. Like all this electrical stuff, you shouldn't anyway. Health and safety, blah blah blah, etc. etc. So just to make you aware, if you've got some of those end holders, you could replace them, or get a qualified electrician to replace them for you, of course. Or just do what most people do, rip it all out and stick some LED strips in. Anyway, the Money Matador, what was that one? That was on 6p. A nice clean mech again. Again, the chrome wasn't too bad, I don't think. Original paint, original cash box, backdoor, no lock again. Yeah. What can you say, really? It is what it is. The Showman, the Bally Showman conversion, that's on 2p's. It's got a working changer on top. There's 3 coin mechs in the change, although 2 of them are blocked off. So the one that's open takes 10p and does give out the 5 2p's in the changer. Stars in any position, 3 stars makes a payout of 20p, I think, or 20 coins, one or the other. That works, and the holes work as well. I didn't think they were to start with, but the bulbs are pretty faint, so whether they're the wrong bulb wattage, or maybe the transformer's a bit wonky, don't know. But anyway, it's their original locks working. Evening, how to finally leg it down. Chris, Peter and Paul. And the Brenco ring vendor, that again is all working. Original locks, it's on 20p. A load of original rings in it, in the display. I only noticed when I videoed it that I looked at the results. Oh, we've sold several of these before. Actually, I've sold this particular machine 3 times before. So out of the 5 results, 3 of them are this very machine. Last sold it in 2016. And it's come around again, so I thought it looked a bit vaguely familiar. It's one of those, sometimes a machine comes in, you think, this looks a bit familiar. And yeah, there you go. So it'll be the 4th time round for this one. But that all works. Those of you who like your Brencos. And then the carnival heads. These things are great, I think they are anyway. They're all paper mache, and then the fine details all done with polymer clay stuff. As a retired art teacher, did them all just as something to do. And the reason I did a video of them all is because they are full 360 moulded all the way around. So you can see how good they are. Sizes are they're all meant to go over your head, so they're about yay big, all sort of 13, 14, 15 inches wide. But there's no actual holes for the eyes, so you can't see out of them, because they weren't, although they were made that they could go over your head, they weren't ever used, if you like. So if you did want to use them, just drill some holes in the eyes. But yeah, really well made. I took a couple along to the open day. Those of you saw them, you can see that all the detail in the hair and everything. Devil's quite cheeky, quite like the devil. I like that sort of weird stuff. Policeman, clown. Yeah, there you go. So that's all of those. So all of these are set to finish on the 24th. So this will probably be the last batch of machines that sell on the sealed bids Coldcon system, whatever you want to call it. I should think, before we start back onto the online auctions. So just bear that in mind. If you're desperate to buy a machine, it might be your last chance. There'll probably be a lull then in a few weeks. I would think the first amusement auction would be toward the end of May, I would guess. So we're hoping to do the very first live auction on the first Sunday, the 1st of May, which will be a bit of a trial run. A load of bygone stuff. That's all got to clear from here, from the sheds, all stuff Mum collected over the years, basically. Which will all be no reserve, pound. It'll be a bit like one of our old pound sales in a way, although it's a bit better stuff. This sort of country, really bygone stuff, and horse brasses and copper kettles and pots and pans and stone jars and, I don't know, cartwheels, all that sort of stuff. So it's all got to go. For those of you who like doing a bit of eBaying or a bit of wheeling and dealing, there will be a few bargains to be had. Profits to be made, I'm sure. So there we are. Peter says, just to let you know, my arcade will be on TV in Salvage Hunters, The Restorers, 18th of May, 9 o'clock on Quest Channel 12. Marvellous. I'll forgot by the time we finish this, so send me an email or a message or something and I'll stick a note on the website or in the next newsletter. What day is the 18th of May? Oh, yeah, May, not April. Yeah, it's a few weeks yet then, isn't it? Yeah, so remind me like the weekend before and I'll put it in the email newsletter. And then people can have a look. That's good. Oh dear, excuse me, I've still got a dodgy throat. A bit more tea. Marvellous. So yeah, so the past couple of days, the past 3 days, dear me, excuse me. And my this horrible weird thing I had that was giving me migraines. I just couldn't look at a computer screen. It's terrible for a good week or more. Anyway, that seems to have cleared up. So I've still got a bit of a dodgy throat, but so I've been busy programming the fixed price sales thing, which is up and running as of late this afternoon. So if I go to what do we want to go to? We go to the sales department, don't we? On my sample account here. So if you've got any bits here already, that spare parts or coins is all I've done for at the moment, that haven't sold before, they all should be on your consignments tab now. We listed them if you've got more than one down here. There's a couple of buttons. Edit details does what it says. It doesn't edit them directly. It sends me a message to tell me to edit them, rather than you doing it yourself, just to avoid people fill it up with spelling mistakes or junk or Viagra adverts or whatever. So what you need to do is, on your consignments tab, you click the set price button, put the pricing you want. This is test number 3, so we'll put it down for £333, so we know where we are. Set the price. You'll see now then your button appears, list now, or you can adjust the price. So if we decide we don't want £330, we want £33, click that and that adjusts it. So then you can list it. So two things need to happen before anything can be listed. A, it needs a photograph, so it needs to wait if there's new stuff you've sent in that hasn't got a photograph yet until I've taken a photograph and uploaded it. And then once you've set a price. So when those two things are complete, as it were, then your list now button will appear. Click on the list now button and that sends it to be listed. So it then appears on your live page and live on the website. Now, to get over this problem of people suggesting that, well, something might get listed at 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm at work or whatever, what I've done is anything listed before 7 o'clock on a day goes live at 7 o'clock. Anything after 7 o'clock goes live at 7 o'clock the next day, if that makes sense. So everything always goes live at 7 p.m. So you'll see on here these couple of testings I did earlier this afternoon. They are now live, these test things. I'll look in a minute. And the one I've just done, test number 3, that will go live at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Again, on here, once they're live or before they go live, whatever, you can adjust the price. So if perhaps something's been on for 2 or 3 weeks, hasn't sold, you think, oh yeah, £111 was a bit expensive for that, let's reduce it to I don't know, £85. There we go. Set new price, and that changes the price and instantly changes it on the live page as well. Equally, let's say you list something, a spare part for something, and sod's law, as happens, a week later, you get a machine and you need that bit again that you put up for sale. So all you do is click the remove from sale, and it does exactly what it says on the tin, takes it off the site instantly, so no one can buy it, and it appears back just to keep track of it on your consignments tab. Obviously, if you make a mistake, you can relist it again, or it will just stay here until you come and collect it or send it to you or whatever. Then ultimately it would go on to you, once you've got it back, onto your returned tab, just to keep track, so you always keep track of everything. So that's as simple as that, basically. So then on the buying front, where are we? Calling up spares. The testing, so anything of yours, as before, which is one of the 2 testings we've got listed. One testing we've got listed because others I just took off, haven't I? Yeah, duh. It tells you that one's yours and the price you've got it listed for. If you want to click that, that takes you back to the edit page if you want to change the price or if you want to remove it. Let me just show you that actually. So let's say we want to change this price to £50. So new price. And then if we go back to the actual live listing page on the website, this is live now as we speak, you see the price has changed to £50. If you want to buy something, let's decide we want to buy this test number 5 at £555. It sounds like a bargain, so we'll buy that. Buy now, click to confirm, just so you can't accidentally, again, this swiping thing, if you're using it on the phone or a tablet and you swipe, 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 it's easy to click if it's just a single click. So you need to confirm the purchase, or if you don't, if you click the wrong one, just click the little X and get rid of it, obviously. But buy now, that's it. that's now bought, and you'll see your piggy bank has lit up bright red because you now owe £555 for the thing you've just bought. And that's as before, in there with the bank details to pay us, etc. So simple as. Anything you buy, anything you sell, as before with the other kind of sales, all goes onto your account, so you can contra one against the other if you're buying and selling at the same time. People often, if they're selling bits and bobs, buying something a week later, just leave the money on their account, that's fine. Or if you want it transferred, just let me know, of course. So yeah, simple as that. That's all working. There's no doubt a few sort of layout tweaks and things I'll need to do in due course. If you come across any problems, let me know, of course. But a couple of people have managed to get their bits listed this afternoon already. There's quite a few bits on there now. And no one as yet has said they've had any problems with them. So, as before, click on the little pictures and they blow up for a bigger picture. I've got to do this, and more details, which will go to the so this goes to the various Bandits page with all the price history of various Bandit spares, and the various Bandit spares then should be at the top here. They're not showing it at the moment, so that's something I've got to work on. On any of those. And coins, I think there's a few coins got relisted. Yeah, sixpences. So again on here, for example, so you see here we've got 11 lots of sixpences listed. More details. That takes you to the website would wake up. The internet just died. My internet just died. Are we still live? Give us a thumbs or type something if we're still live. I think the internet's just died. That's annoying. No, we're back. There we are. Sorry about that. I think we had a little glitch. Yes, so that goes to the sixpence page with all the price history, all the lots of sixpences we've ever sold, etc. The current sales should show at the top here. They're not at the minute, so I am aware of that. Something just to tweak over the next couple of days. So there we are. So that's where we're at with that. Peter says signed up with Easy Live, no problems, and the Elephant House auctions are already listed. Oh, that's good. I'm waiting to. I haven't got my login yet as the auctioneer. That's hopefully coming this week, so I can start playing around with it. Because what I want to try and see is how we can keep track across the two systems. I don't know if there's going to be a easy way of doing it. Obviously, most of you, or a lot of you, will already have an Easy Live login anyway, if you buy from other auctions or if you ever have done on Easy Live. Whether we'll be able to kind of join the accounting up, if you like. So if you're selling spare parts on the Colcon website, let's say you sell £100 worth of spare parts on the Colcon website, and you buy something on Easy Live for £100, I don't think it's going to be possible really to contra one against the other. It's just going to get too complicated because obviously they're two different systems. So I'll see what we can do. It would be nice to, but I don't think it's going to be possible really, because it would need me, or my website would have to have too much access to their website, their servers, if you see what I mean. So there's a big security issue there, obviously, which probably can't be overcome, sadly. But never mind, we'll do as best we can. Yeah, as soon as I've got access, I'll see what I can do. But there we are anyway. So the spares and coins is now up and running and working, and they'll probably also use this for periodicals, magazines and the like, maybe books. Basically just the sort of the cheaper, smaller bits that don't really need to be in an auction because they clog up an auction. And that can be bundled together and posted out easily probably as well, or posted in as well, of course. If you've got a few spares knocking about the shed, it's easy to shove them in a box and post them to me, and then we can get them listed. But the bigger stuff, the machines, fairground art, advertising stuff, All the fairground stuff will all go into the auction. So hopefully that makes sense. As I say, if you've got, just check, you might have even forgotten that you might have had listed a spare part 3 months ago that never sold or something. If it's still here, it will be on your consignments tab of your selling department. So there we are. I'll get rid of this being noticed as well the next day or two once I've finished fiddling around. What else was I going to say about that? Something, I can't think what it was. It'll come to me. Anyway, any questions on that, let me know. And then there's more bits here to get sorted out, which I was going to list a couple of weeks ago. Some back doors and things and bits and bobs. But just one thing or another, everything happened, and yeah, I felt like crap and couldn't even face looking at a computer for a week or so. So that all got a bit behind. But there we are. It's good. It's working. It's what people asked for. So hopefully it will do okay. Where are we? Looking at the wrong page again. Spares. I was looking at, wasn't it? Yeah, I might make these prices a bit bolder, perhaps. Just need a few little layout things to fiddle with. But yeah, so you just need to remember basically that potentially 7 o'clock every evening there might be new bits and bobs listed. The wanted works just as before. Click the button if you want to place a wanted ad for anything. And all the price history, that will just add on again as stuff gets sold. It'll all get added onto the price history as before. So that's all the same, really. Yeah. What are we looking at? These heads, yeah. I've got a bit of a layout issue here that the time is disappearing behind the buttons on this side of the page. Anyway, a little tweak to do. So right, so that's all hopefully working. Say barring a few little layout issues. Yeah, all good. There's nothing ending tonight. There's nothing ending next Sunday either, is there? Or a couple of Sundays. So I put all the 24th. I didn't put anything for Easter Sunday because A, hopefully we'll all be at Paul's having a hot sausage, and B, it's Easter and I know some people are away anyway. So I've set the things to end on the 24th. So you've got a bit extra time if you want to come and view anything. Or ask any questions, whatever. Machine wise, I'm not aware now. I don't think of anything else coming in at the moment. I think people are now holding off for auctions. But obviously, if anything else comes in, I'll get it listed as soon as it comes in. Peter says, how are the spares going to work? Do we still take £10 a month? I don't know on that one yet. I haven't quite decided. So once I've got the Easy Live thing set up properly, hopefully this coming week, then together with all the feedback I've had off of people, I can sit down and properly do some sums and work it all out. I was toying perhaps with a kind of an intermediate level somehow or other of membership. So your current £10 a month membership, if you like, would be a gold member, if you like. So with that, then you'd buy and sell as many spares as you want and coins and whatever, possibly for free or within your £10 if you like. Oh, excuse me, and get a discount on the auction fees. And then perhaps some lower level which might be, I don't know, 20 quid a year or something, for just the people who are very occasionally buying, who are not buying and selling all the time, but then they would pay the full rate of commission on the auctions, and perhaps I don't know, £1 to list a spare part or something like that, or £1 to buy it, or both, or whatever, I don't know, maybe something like that. But at the moment, if you've got bits to list, say they're there ready for you to just type your price in and list them with no extra charge. And I think that's probably what we'll do, something along those lines. Yeah. It's all about just trying to find ways to fund the site, really. Which obviously got to be either through some kind of membership, as we're doing at the moment, or a buying, selling fee, or a bit of both. And it's just trying to find a level that sort of suits everyone, because obviously some people use the site a lot. If you're a busy collector, if you're buying and selling, or if you're like Peter and you're operating and you need bits all the time, etc., and you're getting through a few machines. And there's the kind of occasional collector that maybe only buy 1 or 2 things a year. And there perhaps needs to be a cheaper level to get all the information on the website. Some people, from the feedback I've had, have said they're quite happy. They think attendance cheap just for the information that's available, never mind anything else, which is nice. But the point is, we want as many people as possible. Hopefully, doing the auctions via the Easy Live will bring some new, fresh blood in, which is always good. A couple of people said, "Oh yeah, but that means you got a lot of money, new buyers, and they'll be competing to buy the stuff." Blah blah blah. Yes, that's true. But more people, don't forget, means more sellers as well as more buyers. So it's more buyers when you're trying to sell something, and it's potentially more sellers who have got machines that are kind of out of the general collecting circle, as it were. All that stuff out there somewhere. So hopefully that will bring some of that stuff back in again, back into the collecting circle, as it were. And again, if we can get those people to sign up to the website, it's more people to keep things going. It's more people who've got access to more information, more historic photographs, more, who knows what, they might have got some odd bits of film, or, home movies of the trip to the seaside arcade or something, who knows. But the fact is, the more people we get, the more likely we are to find all this stuff. Be that actual machines, actual fairground stuff, actual circus stuff, whatever. But also the information, and photographs, old magazines, blah blah blah. So more the merrier, really, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, simple as, really. Any news on the lots that are coming in for auction, i.e. the Pelham? Peter says, no, I must. No, it's coming. I suspect maybe that might end up in auction as well. Don't know. On that one, note for self. Pelham. The other stuff, the big batch of restoration stuff, that will all no doubt go in the auction. There's about 40 machines, I think, coming in. That was due to come in, and then I got ill, so that all went a bit pear-shaped, to put it mildly. But it'll be here soon, so not to worry. Yeah, just watch this space, really. DVD filming, I need to catch up with Paul, hopefully maybe toward the end of this week. I don't think I'm infectious anymore. Just got a bit of a sore throat, but I certainly don't want to give what I had to anybody. And I need to catch up on the editing as well. So obviously we're behind on that, and obviously now the DVD won't be finished, ready for collecting at Easter, unfortunately, which was the plan. But I believe it won't be far off. At least editing, and maybe I can, I don't know, set up a screen or something to watch it, or some clips of it or something. I'll do the best I can, but obviously I've got a lot on at the minute, trying to sort out this the Buy It Now thing, which is now done, barring a bit of tweaking, and obviously all the live auction stuff to sort out as well over the next couple of weeks, to get that up and running in good time, because I know you're all itching to get auctioning, be it buying or selling, and there's an awful lot of work to do my end to make it happen. So yeah, collections, deliveries, etc. this coming week. I'm probably going to be in Leamington tomorrow, possibly lunchtime-ish, by looks of things, for a couple of hours. Somebody who I think Gary's at work, he contacted me, so I'll sort him out. Other than that, I'm probably around Cambridge most of the week, I think. I've put up dates for until July, I think. He's giving me dates for now, yeah. So yes, here again, 19th, 20th, twice in May, once in June, twice in July. So if you've got machines or whatever to come in and out via the carrier, going all over the place. Well, where are we this week? So Scotland in the north the end of this week, down the southwest next week, then back over here the week after, just after Easter. Yeah, so there we are, all over the place. So that's good. Let's go back over to here. There we go. Spares section is looking great. We'll be checking every night, 7 o'clock, for the parts I need. Excellent. That's the way to do it. You can always send a once ad in, of course, if you want to look some specific. What's this? I've just got a text from Peter. Have you just sent me that, Peter, or has it just come through extremely late? I won't read it out, obviously. Right. I'll deal with that in due course. It just suddenly arrived. Anyway, that's probably my phone being very slow. What were we just saying? Yes, spare 7 o'clock every night. Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking at something specific, don't forget, all you need to do is scroll down, click the place wanted ads thing, and just fill the little form in. And then a wanted ad appears. Oops. Over here. And also don't forget to check this every now and again, because you might have got some of these bits sat on the shelf gathering dust that someone's prepared to pay, 150 quid for, 200 quid for. There's, there's a fair bit of money here on offer. £90 over here, £85 over here, etc. There's a good 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, over 1,000 quid there on offer for parts. So yeah, cash them in. Let's see what else I can find. I need to have a good old rummage around. I've not got many bits left. My bits have gradually dwindled over the years. But yeah, not having time to do many machines over the past few years. Yeah, I haven't kind of been seeking them out really. But there we are. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes for a few weeks on the Buy It Now things. I say that's what people said they wanted, so hopefully it'll work. If they didn't know how much to offer for a bit or how much to except for a bit, conversely. And don't forget, you know, you've got all the price history here of what we sold them for before. Thousands of, or hundreds, well, thousands, 2,500 lots of spare parts. Look, the prices for. So yeah. Any coins, and then periodicals. There's some here. How do I do that list? I'll probably put those on as well. Get those listed. A couple of old deal directories. A retro rocket. Some Fairground Society magazines and bits and bobs like that. So I'll perhaps work on that over the next, well, as soon as I get time. Because that's probably a good way to sell those magazines as well. Yeah. Good-o. Oh, it's Brian's instruction I must send off as well. I forgot about that. Oops. Another job to do, another job. So yes, there we are. Any questions, comments, bright ideas? Oops. As I say, if you find any issues with the buy it now thing, obviously let me know, because there's bound to be a few, because it's just brand new. So it all works okay. I think the issues might just be some layout things now and again. Should all be all right in theory, but it's always impossible to, you know, try and predict every different permutation. So it's just a case of waiting and see, really. There we are. Now what I'll try and do for next, I was going to try and do something this weekend, I just didn't have time, was to sort out some what I like, you know, those nice old archive pictures we were looking at of arcades and piers and amusement parks and things. So I've got a few more to do. Just have been a bit busy the past couple of weeks, one way and another. Either busy or not being able to focus on a screen. So hopefully I'll try and sort some out for next weekend. So there we are. Anything else to report? Don't think so. No, can't think of anything offhand. But let me know if you social events as well. I've got to try and sort the dates out for that. For I think we were looking at July-ish, weren't we? So that's going to be around the corner before we know where we are. Up north at Roberts, and end of the season, sort of October-ish, down at Dingles, when we can hopefully get Dingles sort of just as they close to the public for the season, so we can have the place to ourselves for the day. That'd be really nice. So you've not got the public getting in the way. We can have the run of the museum ourselves, hopefully. So that'd be rather nice. Bit of a trek, but worth it. David says all good to me. Excellent. That's what we'd like to hear. Oh, I've got some bits of yours, David, as well to listen. I'll get them listed sometime as soon as I get around to it. They've been kicking about, which I don't think I ever got around to listing. Or they're still at the Elephant House. I don't know. It'll all sort itself out marvellously. Right, I was probably then getting towards being about it from me. I think I've told you everything I need to know. So unless anyone's got any questions about either any of this machines or the heads that are for sale, or obviously on how the spare parts thing, the coin thing works, but hopefully it's like everything. I've tried to make it as simple and intuitive as can be. Not I'm suggesting you're all thick, of course. It's but websites, most of them are just so complicated, they're ridiculous. You like eBay, I don't know how eBay works. To sell it, it's virtually impossible. It's just so unnecessarily complicated. I always try and make websites clean and easy to find stuff, even when it's actually quite complicated. You know, there's a lot of information here to try and get across to people, but he's trying to lay it out nice and neatly so you can find it. Peter says, night all, night night. Peter Dawson, which museum, where, when? Sorry, I missed it. I can remember what it's called. But the Penny Arcade, up York Way, Roberts 1, at the Garden Centre. Name will come to you in a minute. Anyway, that one. So that hopefully will be July-ish. We haven't fixed the date yet, something like that. And then end of October, I think, Dingle's Fairground Museum down in Devon. We're trying to get that for when they close to the public for the season, probably the weekend after, which I think is the end of October. So we can have the run of the museum to ourselves, basically. It's kind of a private day. So there's all the vintage fairground stuff down there, and there's a vintage arcade in there as well. So that'd be really nice. So, but there'll be more details on the website in due course when I've got them fixed. So yes, it's not that you weren't listening properly, it's that I didn't give the information out properly. But just keep an eye, it'll be on the cup of tea page, as we call it. On the events bit. So but next event is Easter Sunday. At Paul Mitchell's, for the not quite DVD launch, because it won't be finished. But I think we'll still have a hot sausage and shove some pennies in some machines, and then I'll post the DVDs out as soon as they're finished, basically. So the details of that I'll sort out with Paul in the coming week or so and get them up on the cup of tea page. Let's say hopefully one day this week I'll get down and film the last few bits I need to film, and then bury myself in editing for a few days, and yeah, get that finished off. I was looking for the link for the link's on here. If you go to the home page of the website, there's a separate website about the film and the event and blah blah blah. You can pre-order your DVD on there if you haven't done so already, and if not, why not? So check that out. Peter, oh, been there, great, that's good. David says Dingle sounds great. Dingles, yeah, I've never been to Dingles. It does look very good. There's lots of nice stuff to see, that's for sure. Other likely ones, we'll perhaps try Folly Farm maybe down southwest Wales, down Pembrokeshire. That's another likely target because that's pretty incredible as well. Complete vintage fairground, all indoors if you've never been there, in massive barns. Gallopers, Ark, Dodgems, Caterpillar, Skid. What else they got? Juveniles, Chairplanes, big Chairplanes. Ghost Train, which I sold them. I regret selling, but very nice Ghost Train. Yeah, so that's another one we'll try and get to as well. For those of you down the sort of the southwest way, go over the bridge down to deepest, darkest Wales. But again, a brilliant place if you've never been. So I'll try and organise that as well sometime or other. Yeah, anybody, any more for any more? If not, I'll give up for the evening while my throat gives in totally. Still just about got half a voice, but it's going. And Tuesday night I'll do a video again. There won't be any sales results because we haven't got anything for sale tonight. I suppose a few spare parts might get sold, mightn't they? I think there might be a couple of odds sales from. Did I miss one when I was ill? I think I might have done. Anyway, not to worry. But yeah, we'll do a video Tuesday night just to update you. I might have some news on the Easy Life stuff by then, hopefully. And hopefully there'll be more buy it now sales listed by then again when people catch up. As I say, a few people have done it already. So just keep a check 7 o'clock each night, and hopefully each night more stuff will appear. Obviously can't guarantee it'll be every night because it just depends when stuff gets listed, but that way you know when to expect it. So you're not sitting there biting your nails all day long, wondering if something's going to be listed. Yep, I'll get rid of my test things in a bit as well, so they're not cluttering up the page. So that's it, I think. Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, that's probably deafened you if you're listening on headphones. So have a jolly evening, whatever you're doing, the rest of it. And we'll catch up on Tuesday night. And yeah, I'm around most of the week if you want to come and have a look at anything, pick stuff off, drop stuff off, etc., etc. Other than that, I think that's it. Over and out. Have a jolly one. Thank you all, and any probs, let me know. Nighty night, voice is giving in. Night.